Hey everybody, Dave here, and I want to send you this quick video message. I'm hoping I can make this under a couple of minutes, so I'm going to talk fast because there's a lot of really good stuff to talk about. Number one, make sure you're reading my comments. Sometimes I don't take off a point. As many of you have already found out, sometimes I'll give you 9 points out of 10, and I'll say, hey, if you just reply with a quick okay, I'll give you that 10th point back. But regardless of if you get 8, 9, or 10, please read the comments. Make sure that you're staying up to date with the things I'm looking for in those activity logs. I think we're almost straight. There's a few of you who are still a little still learning, but I do want to say please read the comments. They are important. The one that I'm thinking of right now is I just finished grading, and that is in regards to many of you are taking up running right now, and there's two things with running. One is make sure you're hydrated. Regardless of many of you have said that it was super hot last week, and man, it was. If you weren't running early in the morning, it was pretty brutal outside. So make sure you're staying well hydrated. If you don't have water in your system, you're not going to be able to sweat as efficiently as your body would prefer. So make sure that you're well hydrated. Always have a bottle of water on within arm's reach. My old coach used to say, if you see a drinking fountain, take a drink of water, and I fully live by that. I actually did this morning when I walked by. So I want to encourage you to take up that same approach. If your urine isn't clear or isn't maybe like the color of my walls, you should be able to see through it pretty easily. Then you're not drinking enough water. And water doesn't come in the form of energy drinks or Starbucks or Dutch. It comes in the form of water. So dress it up, baby. No matter how you do it, put some strawberries in it, some cucumbers, some lemon, some ice, heat it up. I don't care what you do. Just make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And the second thing is motivation. Well, not motivation. I made a comment in one of your peers, the comment section of the post of the assignment and the exercise log assignment last week. Didn't hear back, so I'm just going to say it to everybody in this video message. The Clark County Running Club is in full swing right now. Check out clarkcountyrunningclub.org, and you can follow their running series. It happens every Wednesday night in Clark County somewhere. Last week and this Wednesday, tomorrow, there is a 5K happening at David Douglas Park. It starts at 7 o'clock, and the runs are $10 for the year, and you get all of the runs for free, for $10 for the year. And but if you have a family, so if you have like a spouse and you want to bring them or kids even, it would be $20 for the family. And so everybody gets registered, and it's a time yourself race. And so they do have a reader board that they start when they say, oh, ready, set, go. They'll start that little clock display, and you'll go out and you'll run your course, and you're just kind of following along. There's usually anywhere between 70 and maybe 150 people any given race. It's very low pressure. It's low key. It's I'm telling you, it's not a lot of. I mean, it's really exciting because you can see you're around healthy people, and you just get a really nice, positive, healthy spirit going on. But for the most part, it's very low key, very easy to do. It's probably the easiest 5K you can do without a lot of pressure. And really the pressure is going to come from within. So when you get there, I'll say you'll have finishers between 15 and 40 minutes, but don't feel like you need to keep up with anybody. Just run your pace and have fun. And again, that's clarkcountyrunningclub.org. This week they're at David Douglas Park, and next week they're somewhere else. And honestly, I don't know, or I would tell you, but you can get onto their website and find out more information. So that checks off water, CCRC. The next thing is mixing things up. I've been reading some of your, obviously I read some of your logs, and I noticed a few of you are maybe hitting plateaus or just kind of accepting where you are and not really too worried about, seemingly getting better or bigger, faster, stronger. Maybe not even the bigger part, but moving forward and progressing in a progressive manner within your program. And I want to encourage you to maybe get a little bit more of modality. So changing things up a little bit. Instead of just always doing barbell work, maybe do some dumbbell work or some kettlebell work or some Dynaband work. All right, so Dynabands maybe not, because Dynabands typically are for geriatric populations or people in physical therapy, but they're not bad. I mean, sometimes you can do high repetitions and just do more of a burnout with Dynabands, depending on the exercise. But essentially just mixing things up, and regardless of the exercise, regardless of the modality, you can do squats in so many different ways. With kettlebells, doing suitcase squats, or you can do with a barbell, doing front squats or back squats or low bar squats. You can do so many different variations with just changing up your weight with regards to a dumbbell, to a barbell, to a kettlebell, or even a medicine ball, doing a front squat with a press of some kind, so like what are called thrusters. In any case, I do want to encourage that, because I've been reading, I read your logs and I compare logs with previous logs. So I open up like 2 or 3 of your previous logs, actually 1 or 2, just to kind of see how things are going. And if it looks like you're pretty stale in your work, I guess that's where this is coming from, is I'm seeing a lot of, you're doing kind of the same things, having good discussions, but I just want to encourage you to mix things up. And the last note comes from the post-weekly question that was responded to last week, and something along the lines of benefits of exercise. And what are your benefits? And I noticed a number of you said happiness. And that, man, is hard to find. So if you could find it in exercise, congratulations. And like me, I find happiness in exercise, but when I'm done. I do probably put a little bit too much pressure on myself to get it done. But I know that if I get my exercise done in the morning and it's done for the day, I'm a lot happier. And I just feel a lot more satisfied and accomplished if I'm able to get that done. But happiness, just emotionally, I always feel a little bit more balanced as well, feeling like I can kind of sift through some things in my mind when I'm out there for an hour or longer on some of my workout sessions. So yeah, happiness is a difficult one to find. So don't. I guess what I'm saying is allow exercise to be part of that happiness, and to look for that sensation. Rather than the sensation of exercise being something you have to do. And it really is just kind of a change in thought. In any case, yeah, I was stoked to read that. So we're at about 7 minutes now, and I hope you guys are doing great. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to send me a message. Right now, grades should be up to date. We're at about week 8, so this is the last week to withdraw. So just double check your scores. Make sure that you are on in the line of passing this class. And if you aren't sure, please just send me a message. And like I said at the beginning of the quarter, I did change up the grading methods in the syllabus from my previous quarter, and I'm hoping that there's no kind of just some discrepancies in the syllabus, and I hope it's pretty clear cut as far as what my expectations are, what the course expectations are, etc. Pretty simple. So if you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Shoot me a message, and I'll talk with you guys next week. Bye-bye.